I want to share something with you. It's an email I received from an old friend a few months ago. I'm going to read it because he was so articulate in his ability to describe where he's at. He wrote, "You know, Barb, when I was younger, newly married, my hopes and dreams were endless. I saw no downside. 2 young kids making my way, new home, my hopes and dreams rose to heights beyond my imagination. I was running marathons in the best shape of my life. In 2000, the company I worked for took a nosedive. I was 43. My outlook on life started to look different. My confidence was shaken, but I was looking forward, trying to figure out what's next. Now in my 50s, I find myself thinking my choices are limited. My story is written. I don't even know what my purpose is anymore." We have a problem. Gunther is one of millions. How did we get here? In the past 100 or so years, our life expectancies have increased more than they have in any other millennia combined. Our life expectancy since 1900 has increased by 50%. So in the 1850s, you could expect to live to about 30-something. In 1900, to 47 years old. Now, to about 80. And if you're college educated, you don't smoke, you exercise regularly, you can expect to live longer, healthier, more vital life. The years that we've added to our lives aren't, however, where we expect them to be. They're not at the end. The years that we've added, those 2 decades, are right in the middle. Only we haven't figured out what to do with them yet. As a gerontologist, I think about this as a cultural lag. Our culture hasn't caught up to the reality. So back to Gunther. I got a call from him a few months ago. He told me that finances were really tight and he wanted my advice. He called because his wife had found a 2-day purpose seminar that promised to help people identify what their purpose was. And he said, "You know, Barb, I haven't worked for quite a while. I can't seem to get unstuck and find my way. Maybe this will help me do that. Maybe it'll help me figure out what I'm meant to be doing, because I can no longer do something that has no meaning for me." I thought about it, and here's what I said, my best advice. I said, "Gunther, don't get stuck on purpose." In fact, we have a national obsession with purpose. Have you ever heard the statement, something like, "A life of purpose, the meaning of life is a life of purpose"? I think it's akin to putting blinders on us. We can no longer see what's in front of us. So I said, "Gunther, let's take the blinders off. Let's start from the very beginning, and let's look at what's right in front of you. Tell me what makes you happy. When was the last time you went somewhere, you did something that you looked forward to?" And pretty quickly, he told me 2 things. He said, "Well, here are the 2 things, but I don't think they have anything to do with my purpose. Cigars and designer eyewear." I'm happy to say that after just a few weeks, he actually is experimenting. He's back at work in both of those areas, and he's trying it out. For the first time in years, he said he feels happier and unstuck. What if we choose to live happier lives and get unstuck? We can start with 2 powerful actions. The first, we can name this stage of life. It's time. There are 82 million people right now in this stage of life. I call it middlescence. It's an opportunity to move away from our anxieties about this time and become inspired. It's a way for us to move away from our misunderstanding of the potential and have courage. The second action that you can take is to stop getting stuck on purpose. What if we all decided to do the things that we love? One day, one activity, one pair of designer eyeglasses at a time. I want to start a midlife revolution. I call it Middlescence, and I invite you to join me. Thank you.